Hey YouTube. Right, hope you're well. I've been working on several videos, but the work keeps piling up because I'm investigating this network of alt media that I knew a lot 9 years ago, but I had to deal with life. Trump got in, Trump got out, we've had COVID, now we're heading into third world war. Maybe, right? This network have been operating for a long time, right? Here come the messages. I always get messages when I do a video. So look, the Soviets developed systems of propaganda, right? So's the West. I'm not telling you anything new. But there's a thing what was called there's a art movement called constructivism by the Soviets. It was to do with propaganda. It wasn't just an art movement, it was propaganda. Constructivism is a philosophy. Right, so with populism, we have, in the States, it's social conservatism, right? It's a social movement, a socialist movement, right? But with traditional values, right? Populist, right-wing populist, traditional values. But if you look at those values, it's social conservatism, right? I'm going to have to really focus on this point now over the future of my channel. I've uncovered it and I'm starting to discuss it. Hardly anybody understands the subject, even people that should do. If you want to be politically aware and understand the ideology behind Trump, you need to research it, right? Now online, we've been under attack. The CIA has been subverted. The US has been subverted. Much of Europe. Britain is on its way. We're talking about deep subversion that isn't just about the modern era on the internet. We're dealing with 100 years of subversion in different forms. We've had Marxism, right? Propaganda and brainwashing. That was going on for 50 years in the Cold War. But this rise of populism, right, is opposed to the far left wing. We got bombarded and attacked with Marxism for 50 years. Marxism became embedded in our society. The Soviets were pushing it as well, right? But we embraced that. We embraced the move for internationalism, right? But I want to make this point. Making videos about this stuff is so time consuming. And the thing is, of what's just happened recently, the political shift we've had, I've uncovered lots more to a puzzle that I was uncovering 9 years ago. So there's an ideology behind all of these, the network behind Trump. But the thing is, these guys are in Silicon Valley, right? I mean, it's a big network, right? And the thing is now, I've got to a point where now I've reanalyzed it because I've had to, because of what's going on politically. I've uncovered just a scary situation. My worst fears have been realized. All of our worst fears are being realized now. Do you want to put your head in the sand? Do you want to put your head in the sand, or do you want to go down the rabbit hole and find out the truth? It's dark. It's a big dark rabbit hole. It's a big black hole. It's a big black hole. The internet now is a construct, but there are people behind the construct, and they're embedded in the CIA. They're embedded in the CIA. And they could be embedded in the very devices that we are all carrying around in our pockets. Palantir Technologies, owned by Peter Thiel. Palantir Technologies Incorporated is a public American company that specializes in software platforms for big data analytics. Headquartered in Denver, Colorado, it's funded by Peter Thiel, Stephen Cohen, Joe Longsdale, and Alex Karp. In 2003, the company's name is derived from the Lord of the Rings, where the magical Planantiri were seeing stones described as indestructible balls of crystal used for communication to see events in other parts of the world. The company has three main projects: Palantir Gotham, Palantir Foundry, Palantir Apollo. Palantir Gotham is an intelligence and defense tool used by militaries and counter-terrorism analysts. Its customers include the whole of the Western. No, sorry. Its customers include the United States Intelligence Community, USIC, and United States Department of Defense. Their software as a service (SaaS) is one of 5 offerings authorized for mission-critical national security systems, IL5, by the US Department of Defense. Palantir Foundry is used for data integration and analysis by corporate clients such as Morgan Stanley, Merck, KGaA, Airbus, Wedge, Lilium, PG&E, and Fiat Chrysler automobiles. Palantir Apollo is a platform to facilitate continuous integration, continuous deliveries across all environments. Palantir's original clients were federal agencies of the USIC. It has since expanded its customer base to serve both international as well as state and local governments, and also to private companies. 2003 to 2008, founded in early years. Though usually listed as having been founded in 2004, SEC filings state Palantir's official incorporation to be in May 2003. Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, who named the startup after the seeing stone in Tolkien's Legendarium. Thiel saw Palantir as a mission-oriented company which would apply software similar to PayPal's fraud recognition systems to reduce terrorism whilst preserving civil liberties. Palantir developed its technology by computer scientists and analysts from intelligence agencies over 3 years, through pilots facilitated by an in-Q-Tel. The company stated computers alone using artificial intelligence could not defeat an adaptive adversary. Instead, Palantir proposed using human analysts to explore data from many sources called intelligence augmentation. So look, I've already proved this in my research, and I've told you, you've got to connect Peter Thiel with Robert Mercer, right, from Renaissance Technologies. I'll pop up the visuals now. Peter Thiel and David Sachs were behind this diversity myth book, right? That diversity myth book, I've been telling you about the Soviet style of constructivism and propaganda and the red wedge, right? Now look into the history of that. Jordan Peterson, right, uses an art form of constructivism in He's really into it, right? All of these people are really into it. They've been doing this stylized propaganda, but not with communist Marxist propaganda, with populist social conservatism, right? That's the ideology, social conservatism. I'm not going to go through it in this video. It's too long-winded. But social conservatism, look, it's the type that Peter Thiel, J.D. Vance, and Trump, this style of social conservatism is a populist movement that's engineered, but it's linked to the ideology of the Catholic Church, right? It's the old order of the Roman Catholic Church. I'll pop up a couple visuals. You've got to start looking into this. I'm going to continue to grill this subject, right? I've gone right into it. The thing is, I've gone so far into it now, I've gone down the rabbit hole. I'm here to help pull you out, though, yeah? Look, the device you're holding has been programming you with a sophisticated style of brainwashing, helped by Russian intelligence, right? Because it's the same ideology that Putin's instilling into his population, right? It's social conservatism, which allows a dictator, right? The ideology is about brainwashing you. They don't have the same ideology, right? They're using the ideology. And they've been chipping away for a long time with the help of certain sectors of the Roman Catholic Church. Hitler did the same. But the thing is, Hitler then, right, we all know what Hitler did to the Roman Catholic Church, right? Once he gained power. Yeah? Know your history, or you're doomed to repeat it. So, look, this red wedge, you've got to get your head around the concept of this red wedge. The diversity book was the red wedge, right? J.D. Vance did a book, a memoirs of a hillbilly. That's not what it's called. It's called a hillbilly something, right? These books that these guys have written have then been put out, right, and promoted. And the ideology from their books has been used by influencers on the internet, right? And it's slowly brainwashed, right, the uninformed parts of society, the people that can't read, right? So a load of Christians have fallen for this Roman Catholic ideology of social conservatism, right? But it's about all social conservatism sounds okay, but when you look into it, it's actually the path to an authoritarian fascist leader, right? And that's what's happened. And I'm going to do this. I'm putting this video up to keep you going. I'm sorry it's not well edited, right? But I've got so much work to do. And I've got a stack of videos lined up. But things are developing every day through my research and politically. There's a storm coming. There is a storm coming in Europe. And, you know, just I'm going to try and educate about the how embedded, right, Peter Thiel is with the intelligence community. Headquartered in Palo Alto, California, the company initially struggled to find investors, according to CARP. Have I been through this? Yeah. In 2009, 2010, respectively, Information Warfare Monitor used Palantir software to uncover the Ghost Net and the Shadow Network. The Ghost Net was a China-based cyber espionage network targeting 1,295 computers in 103 countries, including the Dalai Lama's office, a NATO commentator on various national embassies. The Shadow Network was also a China-based espionage operation that hacked into the Indian security and defence apparatus. Cyber spies stole documents related to Indian securities and NATO troop activity in Afghanistan. This is my point, right? These guys are so embedded with the CIA and intelligence, community that mate. Look, even on Twitter even on Wikipedia with basic information, you can find out this guy is embedded with the CIA. This is nearly 20 years old, this story, right? Now, fast forward 20 years later, Elon Musk is now owning Twitter, right? Look at what's just happened with the election and the election machines in Skynet, right? Now, I'm telling you, right, you're holding the device, right? They're telling you what it is, right? They're telling you what it is. They're embedded in the technology. Look into other people like Robert Mercer, right, who was behind Cambridge Analytica, same network. Robert Mercer, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, right? They've created these guys have created the algorithms that funnel you. They've created the spyware. They've created the alt media platforms now to harvest your information and micro-target you. They were harvesting information from Facebook and the social media platforms 9 years ago and micro-targeting people, right? Cambridge Analytica. What do you think they're doing now? My point is these people control, or potentially control, or are so subverted, the CIA now, that we're all too late. We've been heavily subverted, and all we can do now is inform ourselves, right, of the ideology and of the people behind alt media and what their ideology is, right? There's a group of right-wing techno bros who are brainwashing us with social conservatism, populism, right? And they've done it online with thousands of influencers, Russian techniques of propaganda, micro-targeting, harvesting information. That's just the tip of the iceberg, guys. Have a good day. Hopefully I can finish the videos that I'm doing and not find out more scary bullshit, because like this is one big dark subversive coup d'etat fucking rabbit hole that's at least 20 years in the making from the Silicon Valley wankers, right? That's after the 70 years of fucking Russian propaganda that the West has had, right? So what they've done with their 20 years of conservative socialism propaganda, they've split the Western psyche of the dumb, uneducated, fucking working class guy, yeah? That now he's just polarised. And society's polarised between Marxism, that the Russians did a right number on us with, right, for 70 fucking years, and now this social conservatism that's coming out of Russia. It's Putin's ideology. It's the Roman Catholic Church's ideology. It's the techno bros ideology. It's Trump's ideology. It's your fucking nan's ideology now, because they've brainwashed your nan to believe in alt media, right? Wake up, inform yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.
Welcome to Fire in the Minds. Imagination ignited, we begin a journey of exploration together. This is Fire in the Minds. Here, we challenge conventional thinking, unearthing answers hidden in life's most baffling questions. Join us as we dive deep into geopolitics, symbolism, philosophy, and the magic of everyday life. Subscribe to Fire in the Minds, where curiosity burns bright. Welcome to the community of thinkers, dreamers, and seekers.